is going on, Knicks fans? The Knicks win their 9th in a row, and this was a game against another bad team. I get it, but still, the Knicks are dominating every single team that comes their way, and this one's led by Karl Anthony Towns, monster double-double. Josh Hart, another triple-double. Mikal Bridges, 27 points. OG Anunoby, 22 points. This was without Jalen Brunson, without Deuce McBride against the Utah Jazz. It was a joy to watch this Knicks team go out there at home and dominate in that second half to get the job done. Flooded the stat sheet for these New York Knicks. I mean, freaking crazy. We got some players coming off the bench. Precious Achiuwa. We saw some Tyler Kolek action, even though Tyler Kolek played earlier today for Westchester, completely balled out. He gave you 12 minutes off the bench. Landry Shamet gave you 12 minutes off the bench. I mean, this Knicks team is just a joy to watch. Shout out to Cameron Payne with some impactful minutes as well, filling in as the starter with Deuce and Brunson out. Folks, shout out to BetUS for sponsoring this show all season long. You guys can go check them out by using the code YouTube150 to get your 150% bonus on your first deposit, 125% on your next two. Big shout out to BetUS for being the sponsor of this channel all season long. These are the odds for the Knicks to win the Eastern Conference, plus 450, right behind the Boston Celtics, folks. And the New York Knicks are now right there with the Boston Celtics in the standings, all right? Really exciting stuff here, so make sure you guys go check them out. So also want to say, Knicks fans, Happy New Year, man. 2025 is going to be absolutely fantastic for us Knicks fans. I can just feel it. I can absolutely feel it, baby. The Knicks are scorching hot, and this is where the schedule is going to really start to kick in now. The schedule is going to really start kicking in as the Knicks go. I believe who they got next. Oklahoma City Thunder up next. They got to play the Thunder in OKC Friday, and they play them again next Friday at home. Oklahoma City is the best team in the Western Conference, I believe, right now. They're the first seed, 27-5. Isaiah Hartenstein, we're coming, Hart. We're coming, Hart. All right? We're coming for you. The Red Hot Knicks are going to OKC. Karl Anthony Towns. Ooh, that's going to be fun to see, man. I cannot wait for that one. But the Knicks right now, they're 24-10. They're a half game back from the Boston Celtics. The vibes are immaculate. And the fact that the Knicks can win this convincingly without two big pieces of this Knicks, rotation, starting point guard Jalen Brunson, the captain, our six-man Deuce McBride, and it's still like just this easy to win basketball games. The Utah Jazz are not good, right? We all know that. They are a very bad 7-25 on the year. They got talent, though. I don't know what their issue is. I don't watch Utah Jazz basketball. I don't know if anybody does. But Lauri Markkanen, Colin Sexton, I mean, they still got Jordan Clarkson. Walker Kessler was a guy that people thought the Knicks would be interested in. They got talent, but for whatever reason, it doesn't work for them. And the Knicks still just cruise by them. Josh Hart had a double-double with assists and points. And then he's like, oh, wait, I want to get a triple-double. And then he got aggressive in the second half, starts scoring at will, dunking in transition, hitting shots. And then you got Karl Anthony Towns, bro. I mean, this guy is out here putting up numbers that are like video game-esque. I mean, the amount of rebounds he's getting, 31 points, 21 rebounds, 50% from the field, 50% from downtown, 8 of 9 from the free throw line. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns, I've been pushing the MVP agenda for a minute now, and I'm going to keep going because he's putting up MVP-level numbers. I know it maybe not stack up against the other MVP candidates like Jokic and those boys, but I'm telling you right now, if Cat can continue playing at this pace, it can get better as the season goes on. You never know. His name could be in that MVP race when it's all said and done. And it's also great when Bridges, steps in, I would say, in this game more, being the aggressive guy to start off in the first quarter. Without Brunson, someone needed to kind of step up in Brunson's place, and it was Bridges scoring-wise. He finished the game with 27 points. He started the game red hot. I think he had like 12 or 14 points in that first quarter or something like that. And then OG Anunoby had 3 big steals, 2 blocks, 22 points as well. And I got to give a shout-out to Tyler Kolek, man, because the fact that this kid went crazy in Westchester. I mean, what was his stat line in Westchester? I believe he did something nuts. I'm going to pull it up real quick while I'm making this video so you guys know exactly what he did today we're talking about. So Tyler Kolek is a guy who put up 36 points, 11 assists, and 5 rebounds, and in overtime, leading the Westchester Knicks to a victory earlier today, I believe. And then he went to the Garden and played 12 minutes off the bench. His passing was awesome. He had a cool little pass. 4 assists in 12 minutes, man. This guy is going to be a player, in my opinion, that is going to make some impactful moves for the Knicks. Because if you guys remember, when Deuce McBride went down and played for the Westchester Knicks as a rookie, he would ball every time. He would ball out. Deuce McBride in Westchester was a joy to watch. And then that's when I was like buying into the Deuce hype. I'm like, bro, when Deuce gets his chance, whenever that is, he is going to take it and run with it. Now, the Knicks gave Deuce his chance last year at the midway point of the season. They gave him the extension. The Knicks trade quickly in RJ. Deuce became the guy, and he took that, and he absolutely broke out into the player we all love today. Tyler Kolek could be on that same trajectory. Early second-round pick like Deuce McBride, balling in Westchester, getting, very limited minutes as a rookie. But you never know, 2 or 3 years down the line, Kolek could be a key piece of this Knicks rotation. Love what I'm seeing from him in very, very limited action. What more can you say about this Knicks team? I could start talking about Josh Hart, triple-double, Cat. I mean, even without Deuce and Jalen, this team is great. So you guys let me know in the comments your favorite part about this Knicks team, because I feel like you can go live. I can make a video for hours talking about, each individual player and how dynamic it is. I mean, look at the dunk from Karl-Anthony Towns. He's a superstar. He's embracing this Knicks team. He's putting the Knicks team on his back in some cases, getting rebounds, post-hook shots. I mean, his three-point percentage is through the roof. It's a great time, Knicks fans. New York or nowhere. We're going into 2025 with the vibes just completely off the charts, all right? That's the best part about this Knicks team is the vibes, man, the positive energy. Every time, after a game, you watch the post-game conference, whether it's OG Anunoby stealing the mic from Alan Hahn, whether it's Josh Hart saying something hilarious in the locker room, or Jalen Brunson getting mad at Deuce McBride for slapping him. I mean, this team is fun. They're funny. They play together. They're friends. The chemistry is just getting started. And the best part about it, which I've been very consistent on this take every single video throughout, these last few months, is continuity, man. This core is here to stay, right? This isn't a one-year little thing like, oh, we got to win this season, otherwise we're not going to be able to ever see this team assembled again. This Knicks team is locked up. Brunson's locked up long-term. Cat's locked up long-term. OG's locked up long-term. Bridges and Hart is here for another 2 years. Deuce locked up long-term. The entire Knicks, this is your Knicks you're going to fall in love with in the next 3 to 5 years. This is Leon Rose's plan, folks. Enjoy it. And my brother-in-law, Michael, shout out to you if you're watching this, Michael. He texted me after the game, and he's like, box score for the Knicks is just absolutely ridiculous. And he just listed all the numbers. And I'm like, I never want to get used to this. I do never want to take this for granted, because what the Knicks are doing right now is off the charts. And Knicks fans, don't take it for granted. Enjoy every single moment of this. Now, the next step, let's not get too comfortable here, because the one thing that we have to be aware about, Knicks fans, is that we did not beat nobody in this 9-game winning streak. Let's be honest with ourselves. There's not one team besides the Magic that we beat that has a winning record, I believe, okay? So now the big test is coming up. The Knicks apparently have the hardest schedule in the entire NBA for the rest of the season, okay? And I'm okay with that. We have a lot of home games on the horizon this month. I mean, the only teams who really beat was the Magic twice, the Timberwolves, the Spurs, and then the Pelicans, the Raptors, the Wizards twice. So, we haven't really beat anybody formidable. Friday night is your chance to do that in Oklahoma City. So we shall see. Knicks fans, appreciate all the love and the support. Cheers to another year of Knicks coverage here on this YouTube channel. The Knicks are 24-10 on the season. Woo, it feels good. Shout out to BetUS for sponsoring Knicks Media all season long. Salute to everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night. Let's go, Knicks. Peace out, folks.